All right. We start the Premier League prediction for week two. And I'm going to be honest, there will be no bias. I will be as honest as I can possibly be. I know some of you saw my Premier League prediction for who will win the league. And they were like, yes, he's being biased towards United. But don't worry, there will be no bias. There will be honesty from here on out. That was just fun and games because I was trying to make fun of my Arsenal friends who put Man U down the table. So I wanted to give it back to them, and I'm sure they felt it. So now it's just gonna be honest reviews. All right, from now on, honest reviews, honest previews, and I'm not gonna get it right. It's just fun and games. I'm not gonna get it all right, but I'll do my honest best. So let's jump right into what I think of the week's games. So first off, we're gonna be having West Ham Chelsea. That's the first game. That's the Friday night kickoff as West Ham, the Hammers versus Chelsea. Now, what do I think about this game? Um, the Hammers lost their first game. They were badly trounced by Sunderland. Yes. So I think they will want to show up for the fans. Chelsea also drew their first game. And with all the signings they made and also everybody touting them as potential champions, I think they would also want to show that, yeah, they did not come here to play. So um, this game, my honest prediction for this game would be a draw. A draw. I'm thinking Chelsea want to play out of their skins, but West Ham wouldn't want to let the fans down at first home game. So this game, I would say a score draw. Chelsea would get a goal, and West Ham would definitely get a goal. So I'll give this game a 1-all. That's my score prediction. Okay, going on to Man City, Tottenham. Man City potential, title champions, potential title champions. Everyone, if you look at everyone's prediction, Man City is probably the most popular choice to win the league this season, alongside Liverpool. And they started off well. They started off very well, a very comfortable win in their first game. And Tottenham also started off very well with their new manager. So this game, and Tottenham are always a very worthy opposition for Man City, that we know. Always a worthy opposition for Man City. So it's easy to say Man City will win, but let's look at history. Tottenham is the only team that has actually given Man City a run for their money every time, home or away. So I'm afraid, but I'm probably going to have to go for another draw in this one. They both got wins in their first game. So I would say a 2-2 draw. Man City will get goals, Tottenham will get goals. I'm tempted to say 3-3, but let's go for 2-2. Bournemouth, Wolves. Bournemouth lost to Liverpool in their first game, but they put up a very, 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 very good showing. They were able to come back from 2 goals down, but eventually lost the game to 2 late goals from Liverpool. And I think they're going to do very well this season. Semenyo is a man to watch. Wolves have lost so many good players and haven't really replaced them. So, yeah, this is not going to be good for Wolves. Bournemouth at home, I'll give Bournemouth. They'll score goals. They'll score at least 3 goals. Wolves will probably score none, and that would be 3-0. Brentford, that's another tough one because they also lost their manager. They lost a lot of players. Most likely going to lose Wisa as well. Lost their first game. This is their first home game. They were away the last time, so they'll want to show up for the fans, but it's not going to be easy, seeing that they didn't sign a lot of players and they didn't retain their good players and their manager. Villa, on the other hand, looking strong, looking good. They drew their first game. I'm sure they will be looking for points. So I will give an away win to Villa. Yes, Villa will probably score 2. Brentford will score 1 for the fans, but will lose the game eventually. Burnley, Sunderland. Scott Parker. Yeah, and Kyle Walker. Those are the guys to watch in Burnley. Well, they lost the first game to Tottenham. They were badly beaten. I watched parts of that game. They didn't look good at all. It was easy for. I mean, they did have some good chances that if they had taken when the score was still 1-0, they probably would have come good. But Tottenham got their goals when they did, and that kind of put out the fire that was brewing. Sunderland started very, very well. 3-0 was it against West Ham? So they both of them relegation teams. They know each other very well. I will go for Sunderland look pretty strong, so I'll go for a 1-all draw. I would love to say Sunderland would take it away, but no. Arsenal, the Gunners, yes, they just completed or about to complete the signing of Ebere Chieze, which is a big swoop. They stole Ebere Chieze from their London rivals Tottenham, and yeah, with Gyökeres, I know he didn't look very good in the first game, but you'll be lying to yourself if you think he's not going to pop in the Premier League. I'd like to think to myself that he won't pop, but we know he's going to pop at some point. The team is looking good. They were very solid against United, defended very well. Didn't have a lot of chances, but took their chances. And you know how corner kicks are PKs for Arsenal. Everybody knows that. So this is going to be another 3 points for the Gunners. I will give them. They will win this comfortably over Leeds. Leeds may not get a goal. I don't see them getting a goal against the Gunners. Their defense is very solid with William Saliba and Gabriel. Crystal Palace, they just played today. They just played on the Europa Conference League, so they'll probably be jet lagged a bit by Sunday when they need to play their Premier League game. They're a very good team. They've shown that by winning the Community Shield against the big boys, City. So Crystal Palace against Nottingham. Nottingham are looking good. I dare say Nottingham are going to steal this game. So I'll give Nottingham 2-1 to Crystal Palace. They just lost Barry Chieze. He's not going to play on Sunday. Everton versus Brighton and Hove. Everton lost their first game. Yeah, I don't know. Sometimes Everton is just that team that you expect a lot more from them because of the caliber of players they have, but they've not been delivering. We'll see how they play at home. This is their first game in their new stadium. They dare not lose it. The fans are going to lose it if they do. So I would love to say they'll win, but Brighton, we all know, are a very tough opposition. Very, very tough opposition. So Everton might just sneak it because it's their first home game in their new stadium. So I would give it 2-1 to Everton. And Fulham, Manchester United. Ooh, now no bias. United looked very, very good against Arsenal, be it that they didn't get the win. And Fulham got a good draw against Brighton with their Nigerian strong boys. And this is a Fulham game at home. But without any bias, going by the way or judging by the way United played in their first game, and I'm believing Sesko is going to start this game. He's not going to be rested because he wasn't, very much fit to start the game against Arsenal. But I think he's going to start as the focal point for United against Fulham. So in this game, I see Manchester United edging it against Fulham. They lost the first game, played so well. Now they need to show up. Everyone is saying this is the new United, and it's time for the new United to show up. So I'm going to say United will edge this against Fulham away by 2-1. Yeah, Fulham will score because United's keepers are not the best, and the defense is kind of shaky without Martinez in there. So I would say United wouldn't keep a clean sheet, but they will score just by the sheer willpower of their new boys, who want to prove themselves as proper Man United boys. And then going to Newcastle versus Liverpool. Ooh, this is one to watch, especially because of the Isaac saga. Isaac doesn't want to play for Newcastle again, and he might be leaving for Liverpool if Liverpool put in the amount of money or offer the amount of money that Newcastle want. The question is, will they? So this is one to watch. Newcastle is doing well for themselves. Very well. They're on a rise. We look at them now as a top 6 team. They've cemented their place as a top 6 team. And this is a game that they will want to prove that they can be counted as one of the big boys of the Premier League. They drew their first home game, and now it's time to show up at home. St. James Park will be rocking when Liverpool come visiting because they will want to show Liverpool that even without the boy Isaac, we can still do it. Do I think they can do it? Liverpool's defense is a bit shaky, but they do score a lot of goals, and they have attacking power with a Tikite, words coming in, and then their bench is filled with a lot of stars. Mo Salah is there, the assassin. So, do I think Newcastle can win this? No, no, not really. I don't. So, I will go with a Liverpool win. They will still get one over Newcastle away just because. But there will be a lot of goals in this game. I see this as a one. I would say two. Let me give Liverpool no one. One, and Liverpool will probably score three. So that is my score prediction for the Premier League week 2. Everybody, that's Premier League prediction week 2 with DKD. I hope you love that. We'll see how many I get right or when the games are done on Monday. We'll come back and revisit this. Screenshot this, pin this, save this, and I'll see you guys on Monday night. Bossman talking to you. Cheers.